All right. Mastermind group classes.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, I was so excited. So when you start something new, because you mentioned this was a rabbit hole, you're like, okay, the ball's rolling, you're building momentum around this idea, but you've said there's been requests for it. So that's awesome, right? It isn't just an idea. This is you're seeing the need and now you're working on filling the need. So you're building the momentum this morning, going down this rabbit hole, right? Of like the things that we're going to get done. So when you implement something new in your business, do you give yourself like a timeline to see like how well it performs, if it's something like a class where you're adding something to your plate? So tell us about that.
Okay. So like I've done the virtual group classes before and I quit doing it because it sucked. It in that it took more time and effort to get people there and
right.
like pulling teeth than it was worth it in the end. Like, yeah, you made money once people showed up, but the time and effort to get people there took the fun out of the hour to do the class. So at that point, it was not worth doing. So, but then once I quit doing it, then people were like, hey, we need a class. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll do it again at some point. And so now I've decided, hey, this is something I'm jazzed about. So it's now going to be on my time, something I want to do, and I'm going to test it again. It's at a time that's convenient for me on an exercise that I like doing and presenting. It's fun for me. And so we'll see if it's something that's easy to sell and get people there and it's not something that becomes a burden, then I'll continue it for a season. And if not, then I don't lose anything in the process.
Right.
Other than like the time it took to put together a graphic and throw it out there. And,
So you have people right now that said that they wanted it. And when you say you're going to start it, right? Mm-hmm. What about the timing? Like, because it's, a time that you said that works for you. So do you give yourself like, how many weeks are you planning to put it out there before you're like, okay, it's not working, the time's not working? Like, how do you know when to, pivot from that? If it's a new, but you said it's not new, it's something you're bringing back. So you do have people that have already done it in the past? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I have people that have taken my group classes before, so there'll be people like that. I'll go and shoulder tap and be like, hey, you did this before, or you said you wanted this.
You requested it. Let's go.
Here you go. And there's some people I have that are like, I only want in person, and I have spots like I can have 4 people in person and the rest on Zoom. So like
I'm a hybrid event.
Yeah, I'm going to do this as a hybrid. Like, so, that's the nice thing is I can have a few people here in person, that if they want that option. So.
That's cool. Like, I think that's like next level momentum as well, right? Mm-hmm. Those people, because do the people that come in person pay more, or is the price the same? And
that is one thing that a lot of trainers and fitness professionals have not set the standard, that they discount their virtual services because they're like, oh, well, it's online, so I'm going to charge less. It actually takes more effort to present something online than it does in person. It's a lot easier to do something in person because your eyes are on someone. If If you have the permission and consent, you can touch someone and help them in the way that you need to. It takes a lot more effort and planning to do something virtually, to verbally tell someone how to move their body. And it's a lot more physically taxing because you're having to not only demonstrate, but demonstrate in a lot more angles. And so you're doing the actions more than you would in just showing someone something once. So you're doing a lot more work virtually than you would be in person. So a lot of people in the fitness arena are discounting virtual services when they're doing more work. You should be charging at least the same for in-person and virtual services, if not more.
I love this conversation. Thank you for sharing that, Stephanie.
Yes. And that brings us to the top of the hour.
Yeah. Love this conversation.
Yes. So.
All right. Have a great day, Stephanie.